Hi Pisces, this is Paulette from Water Chariot Tarot, and I'm going to be doing your love reading for the month of January. So before we get going, if you can please give me a like and subscribe if everything resonated for you. Please leave me some comments, okay? And if this video doesn't resonate with you, please check your other signs, okay? Because that might be a little bit more helpful. Alright, so we're going to dive into your love reading. And I am using the Oracle decks and also the tarot cards. So the card that was pulled out for you for the Oracle deck is gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. So the main message for this love reading for you, Pisces, it may be that you were in a relationship where someone was constantly trying to change who you are. Change you just period. They knew that you were at a place, at a vulnerable state emotionally, that you will be willing to do anything for them, that you would bend over backwards for them. They probably made you feel like you were always the person who was wrong in this situation. And most people do try to help out and give you guidance on if you are dealing with things yourself that you know personally you need to fix. They're being helpful about it, but in this instance, this card has to do with somebody who's not doing it in the right manner. They're purposely trying to tell you what's wrong with you, but they're doing it in an ugly way. And if that's the case, just remember, Pisces, the only person who can make any changes or desire to change is you. If somebody in the relationship is forcing you to be different because they're dissatisfied, then maybe you need to check yourself and see if this is a relationship that you want to continue to be in. So we're going to go ahead and move into the tarot. So in the past, the cards that came up for you was the Death card. And so the Death card has to do with endings. In this case, maybe you ended a relationship with someone who you felt was always trying to fix you and change you, and you put an end to it. The Death card could also represent a renewal. After the ending, something new would be coming in, or changes coming in this situation. So the next card we have is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is a person who's very headstrong. They have things in mind, like goals. Since this is a relationship, this person already knew who they wanted to be with, and they were going to make anything, like they will make any choices towards this person because this is the person that they want. So maybe the person that you're dealing with was a fire sign, and maybe they're making choices to be with you, but in the midst of all of this, they're trying to change you while they remain the same themselves, and were ruling up in their own element. So it doesn't always have to be a fire sign, but it could have been somebody who was like that, who was very headstrong. The next card is the King of Wands. Now that we have the King and the Queen on the board, so this is somebody that really at first truly connected with you. You guys were in like minds at one point, so you guys would be considered a soulmate. So while one person was, thinking of how they wanted things to be and pushing things forward and taking action, the other person in the relationship was doing the same thing as well. Now the King of Wands, they also rule from where they're at. In their element, they decide what decisions they're going to make and then go forward towards it. So if this is a situation where somebody was pushing you to be a certain kind of way or trying to fix you, eventually you got to the place where you got so sick and tired of it and you told them absolutely not. This is the way I see myself. This is how I'm going to be. If you don't like it, you can kick rocks. You can go somewhere else. And maybe that's how the Death card came about. somebody said enough was enough. Now we're going to go into your present. And in the present, I see the Hierophant. So this could have been a marriage or a very committed relationship that you were in. And you just, in the present right now, you're just, you know, gaining knowledge about what has happened in the past. What was going on between the both of you. Because if you notice, there's two people at the bottom. And she is full of knowledge, the woman on the throne there. You probably gain perspective on the relationship that you were in. And you probably feel a little bit better now that you're done with the relationship in the present time. If you're not done with it, but you're still stuck in it, then you probably have in mind to actually disconnect from this committed relationship. What's coming up is the Magician in the present. And so again, this is somebody who's manifesting, and you're probably either manifesting a different relationship in the future, or you manifested for this situation to end. And you know you have all the tools available to you to make the right choices for yourself, to manifest things for you. And if somebody made you feel so bad that you know, they felt that you had to change all the time or there's something wrong with you, eventually you got to a place to understand that you are fine the way you are. You're going to manifest whatever you want in relationship or whatever you want for yourself. And you didn't need somebody to sit there and push you and nag you and make you feel like you're less than. In the present moment, you have the Page of Cups. And so obviously you are a water sign. And so this card does represent Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And if you notice, this card has to do with new opportunities, new ideas, new ventures. And in her cup, she has that fish there. And so that fish just popped out of the blue. And she's staring right at it. So maybe after this ending, you have a new opportunity to get into something else emotionally. And so that's probably what's in the present right now, something that you're thinking about, or you're just having a new idea of how you want your future relationship to be. So we're going to go ahead and go into your future. And what's coming in for you is the King of Pentacles. So you might be attracting an earth sign in the future. Somebody who's very stable, who knows how to provide for their family, knows how to provide for themselves. They take care of everything around them. They don't lack in anything. But it could also mean that the person that you were dealing with in the past could have been a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But right now they're in a stable place financially. And maybe this is a new opportunity to kind of get back into the situation, maybe. But if you are trying to go back into this, just make sure that you speak up for yourself, Pisces. They can't keep putting you in a place where they feel like they have to fix you all the time, or you have to make changes just to please them. So just keep that in mind. So if not, if this is a newer person, this is a person that's coming in for you that's in a good place. Now the next card in the future is the Four of Pentacles, and this is someone who is holding on to their finances, or holding on, since this is a love reading, would be holding on to their emotions, holding on to their love. They're not opening up at all whatsoever, and they're withholding. So if the person is the earth sign that you dealt in the past, they probably closed off to you right now, or you're closing off to them because of the situation and how they're treating you. You're getting to a place where you're just like, you know what, I'm just going to stay to myself. I'm going to take care of what I need to take care of and hold on to what I have already produced on my own. So that's coming in the near future. Now, the last card is the Three of Wands. So, if you have decided to separate from this person and get away from them, you are putting yourself in the position where now you're just looking out. You're no longer looking back. Are looking forward, and you're making decisions of who, what, where you want to go, how you want to do things. And you're just waiting for something to come in for you that's a whole lot different than what you had before. And you're definitely not trying to put yourself in that position where somebody is treating you less than what you are. So yeah, this is where you're going to be at in the future. You're going to be at the Three of Wands. You're going to support yourself and make decisions for yourself. And once you figure out where you're going, you're going to take action. So this is what I have for you for now, Pisces. Just a word of advice: if you have been dealing with this situation and you're starting to get out of it now, just take your time. You know, that's what she's doing. She's taking her time. She's taking a look. Just take your time on what you're trying to do right now, because relationships can be very rocky. They can be wearing. They can wear out our souls. And sometimes we just need a rest. So take your time, Pisces, and get some healing. And then once you feel like you're good, you can go back out there and put yourself out there and wait for your ships to come in. So that's all I have for you. Take care of yourself, okay, Pisces? Bye.